Shalawam. Shalawam. Back again. Back again. How's everybody? How is everybody? Let me get this stuff on here. All right. Shalawam, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Wait for some people to get in. Wait for some people to get in. Check. I thought you weren't going to make it. I thought you weren't going to make it. She ready. It's correct, Princess Shalawam, sister. So I hope your mom are doing well, staying warm. Yeah, Con. Hey. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Your mom had was on last Shabbat. Yeah, your mom was on last Shabbat. Hopefully she liked it though. Hopefully she liked it. I know my mom will be tripping. Like, you ain't preaching about love. Shalom. Hey, it was a pleasure to meet you too on the group chat too. It was a pleasure to finally see you. Shalom, everybody. God, hope you're in the family blessed. Also, yeah, I hope everybody's family is blessed up. Oh man, so we know how that goes. We go up and down with the family. She said she was rushing. Oh, you don't got to rush for little old me and A.O.C. But I do respect you, though. I do respect you, and I appreciate you. You know, for all the participation and just all the ladies on here, man. Just shout outs to y'all. We about to begin soon. So let me get the scripture ready. So first of all, we give honor and praise to Yahweh Shai, Bashem Yamashiach Yahweh Shai. And you know, for gathering us here together this Wednesday. Hopefully it's a good class. You know, like always, try to do the best of my ability and feed the flock, so to speak. And we're just going to continue on with attributes of, you know, a good servant, a good shepherd, just a thorough brother and a thorough sister that's in the truth. You know, I know we had some participation last time. If you think of anything, I know we went over. Oh man, let's see what we went over. You know, hold on, let me see something. We go over before here. I know worrying, right? Not to worry and things like that. I don't want to mess up my notes. We went over a lot of these things, man, and it's good to you know, do things like this. All right. You know, because you could focus on a couple of these attributes that you may be lacking too. Maybe you didn't even really know, you know. So, and there's always things to work on, right? Patience, always for moi, right? Patience and just a list of things, man. This walk was always something to improve on. There's always something to build on. So we just gonna keep it moving. Keep it moving here. Hey, Shalawam. Pathai, aka Beverly Pleasure. Shalawam. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. Long suffering, yeah. Come. Let's see. Let's share the screen real quick. Let's get Luke 19 and 22. We're gonna talk about being austere. Oh man. Because sometimes we gotta be, you know, can't be a pushover in this thing now, too. You know, you're gonna have to come out of your body, and you're gonna have to tell some people some things. Sometimes it's not gonna be something they're gonna like. But as long as your delivery is right, you know, and you're not overzealous or whatnot, they should be able to receive the message and get that rebuke if they're really going off. Because sometimes, you know, when you go off, it's almost life or death. You know, we don't really, sometimes we go in and out of these camps, we go in and out of the truth, and sometimes we don't find ourselves back. We find ourselves, thoroughly destroyed. Sometimes he takes our mind away and we get a reprobate mind. And you're like, what happened to that sister? What happened to that brother? So we don't want to do none of that. And if we do have a fellow man, a fellow woman, going astray, it's good to, have that quality to just tell it like it is, because you don't want to have blood on your hands. That's why we go out and we teach the people. We have to have some sort of a austere spirit, because Christ was austere, who we ignorantly call Jesus Christ, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahushua. So let's get Luke 19 and 22. Let's see. 10:22. Okay. So yeah, let me just get this thing rolling. Hey, what's going on, brother? Hey, what's going on, brother? I don't know if you just hopped in, so we're just gonna we're gonna do a part 2 on attributes, right? Different qualities. If brothers and sisters got qualities or something that they trying to work on, that's not a repeat. If you got something new, that's cool. I'm just gonna keep it moving though and get this class going on. I'm gonna share my screen as well. But Shalawam, brother. I'll definitely hit you on the email with that. And I can't wait to build with you, see what you come up with, and it's gonna be fun, man. This thing is fun. When you participate in this thing, it's fun, participate in any way. I remember when the Hebrew Summit was here. What was it? 2018? Oh man, brothers was like, hey man, Israel, we need your talents. Israel, we need your talents. Let's get it. Because sometimes we use all of our talents for this world. What if a sister that I could really sing was singing for the Most High? What if a brother that was really good at singing or rapping or something? What if he was singing and rapping for the Most High? Man, that's good. We need that. There's a lot of demonic energy out there when it comes to the music. So it's good to combat that. I came across something too on the Facebook talking about rap is evil and all this type of stuff, and that's not the way it is, man. We gotta combat this thing, and we gotta come at our people through music sometimes. Okay, Con. Kind of worship, trying to please the world. Yeah, definitely. It is going wear you out trying to please the world, because it's forever quenching. They can't it's like a bottomless pit. You got to keep on, and you can't be. People are hard to please out here. You say one wrong thing, they gone. Yeah, okay, con. Yeah, that's why I sent it to you. Shoot, I got a lot to say myself. But anyway, man, we gonna kick it off. We're gonna kick it off. So we're gonna talk about being off there. It's not a bad thing. It ain't a bad thing. All right, so this is Christ, man, in the red letter, man. People thought he was all love, and he's got different components, man. He was a man. He came here in the flesh, just like everybody else, man. Made a little bit lower than the angels. All right. And he had these qualities to him too. We have to humanize Christ. We have to humanize Yahushua, right? So here we go. Let me see. Is it good? Yeah, I think y'all can see that, right? I'll zoom it up a little bit. So this is the book of Luke, Saint Luke, one of our forefathers. Let's get it. 19 and 21. For I feared thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou shalt take us up, thou shalt lay us not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. Right? So he was an austere man. Let's get just to pair that up with this, let's go get King David real quick. Because sometimes, when you speak truth to power, it's gonna ruffle some feathers. When you speak truth to power, it's gonna ruffle some feathers. But we have to do it. Who's gonna do it but us? The Most High is not gonna come down here and do it. That's why He has servants. That's why He has servants. So we can go out and tell people what's going on. We gotta tell people who our enemy is and who's oppressing us and what they're doing. We are watchmen, we got to call it out like we see it. We got to prophesy. Real world things. Real world things are happening right now, man. So we can't let an opportunity go by to educate and edify and make awareness to the things that's going on with these other nations that are over us, that rule over us, that hate us, right? So this is what David was talking about. And he answered and said to the young man that told him, "Whence art thou?" So he said, "Where are you?" And he answered and said, "I'm the son of a stranger, an Amalekite." Oh, okay. And he said, and David said unto them, How wast thou not afraid to stretch forth thine hand to destroy the Lord's anointed? So he told this man, like, he was coming at him. He wasn't afraid, to tell truth to power. Now, right after that, he smote him. Now, we can't do none of that. And I'm not advocating that, but you got to tell our oppressors what's going on and how you doing this, and prophesy that you ain't going to be doing this for that much longer. You ain't going to be doing that for that much longer. How dare you try to destroy the Lord's anointed? You get all of these devices and all of these different things that you do to us here in America that you're going to have to answer for. And our people sometimes are simple. They stuck in their phone, right? They stuck in their phone. They don't know what's going on. All they know what's going on is on their feed. All they know is what's going on their feed, what's going on the TikTok, the Insta, you understand, the Twitter space. Sometimes we got to get up in them Twitter spaces and tell them what's going on, and how can this be the people? How can these so-called Jews that say there are Jews but are not, but of the synagogue of Satan and are Amalekites, how can they be the people when there's nothing but war and death and destruction over in that land? I thought there was going to be peace when y'all came back. And and just coming from Europe, just coming from Poland, just coming from the Ukraine, just coming from the south of Russia, that ain't the four corners of the earth, bruh. That ain't the four corners of the earth. So how can you be these people? So that's why we got to go out there, man, and teach our people these things. We can't be afraid to. Sometimes we got to get a little ignorant with it, because sometimes these devils and these other nations are gonna come up upon us and make their face hard. We got to make our face hard against them too. That just comes with the territory because we're at battle. That's why we wear boots and cargo pants, because we're getting ready for war, for spiritual war. So that's what we got to go out there to do. So it's okay to be a little lost there. Now, if you break someone down, you got to build them back up. But when it comes to these other nations, you got to tell them like it is, man. You can't be afraid. You can't be afraid. You can't be a cowardly lion. Your brothers will be saying that sometimes. Yeah, man, you can't be no cowardly lion, right? What else we got? I don't know if we went over being proactive, but let's get integrity. Integrity is a good one. Let's go back to the chat, though. Integrity. It's obvious that he was a brother. Okay, all right. Okay, gone. Okay, gone. Yeah, so let's get integrity. Integrity is a good thing to have. What is integrity? Integrity is when I turn off this camera, y'all don't know what I'm doing, but you should know that I'm doing righteous things. You should know that I'm still, uh, doing good. I'm not doing no any wickedness. I'm out here doing the works, even if it's not being recorded, right? That's what integrity is, man. It's what you do in the dark, what you do when nobody's watching you, and that's good to have, and that's good to have too, because you always got to be on point. Always got to be on point with this thing. You always got to be ready, all right? Always. And sometimes, you don't have good integrity and something happens to you, you know, that's when bad things happen, you got to communicate. You got to let brothers know and let sisters know what's going on. All right. Gotta let brothers know, let sisters know what you got going on, you know. But Hebrews, let's get Hebrews. We was talking about integrity. Let's get Hebrews. That's because, listen, we teach on the Shabbat, of course. Right. And then we have classes here too as well, right? Fridays, Wednesdays and Fridays, right? But it doesn't mean that the work has to stop too. It doesn't mean that the work has to stop, right? It doesn't mean that, right? Because there's always time to share the law, statutes, and commandments, to share Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and to share the milk with our people, whether that be at the mall. All right, you could be passing out flyers, maybe on like a Monday, Tuesday, right? And maybe if you want to stand outside the church, yeah, get some people here. But there's always work to be done. There's always work to be done. It doesn't necessarily just have to be on the Shabbat too, right? Shoot, some brothers that's how some brothers and sisters come in, is just off of the mere conversation and the mere run-ins in day-to-day life. So don't be like that person and say, okay, Shabbat's over. I ain't talking to none of these Negroes until the next Shabbat. Because some of them might come up where you need to speak up, where you need to get somebody to milk. All right. So let's get Hebrews 13 and 2. Hebrews 13 and 2. Yeah, I like this one. Ooh. Right. So it says, don't be not forgetful to entertain strangers, but therefore some have entertained angels unaware. So you don't know who you might be talking to when you do talk to them, right? We know that the spirits get riled up, when we present and we teach on the Shabbat. We understand that, right? There's all types of spirits that be coming out, right? But in a more intimate setting, you may be entertaining the angel, right? Maybe entertaining the angel. So we always got to be on the lookout. The work is never done, right? So integrity, and that pairs up. Let's pair it up with hospitality, right? And that goes with being proactive too. Being proactive, having integrity, having hospitality. So let's get Genesis 19. Genesis 19. What was going on there with Lot? Was Lot hospitable? Oh, was Lot hospitable? Of course he was. Of course he was. I'm gonna come at this a little bit different though. All right. So this is Genesis 19 and 1. And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face on the ground. It's very, very humble of him, which is another good thing to have. Right? See how humble that brother was? And he said, behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, meaning come with me, I pray you. Turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, being hospitable, and tarry all night. Wash your feet, and you shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, nay, we will abide in the street all night. Right? But he was persistent too. He was persistent. That's another thing. That's all right here too. Being hospitable, right? Being persistent, being humble, having humility. It's all right here, man, with Lot, man. It's all right here. And Lot made it out that jam. He made it out that jam too. Because what does the scripture say about being meek, man? If you're meek, the Most High is going to guide you. He's going to guide your footsteps. He's going to guide your footsteps out of danger. You're just going to know when to leave. You're going to know when to return, right? You're going to know. You just going to know the Most High is going to put that spirit on you to be more aware, right? When you have all those types of qualities. Genesis 19:3, he pressed upon them greatly, speaking about the two angels. And they turned in also him and entered into his house. And they made a feast, and they did break unleavened bread, and they did eat, right? So with that being hospitable, hey, listen, sometimes, if I teach a brother out on the street, there's other people watching, right? And it's him versus the world. And now you got to deal with that pressure of just sitting there, standing there, getting the word. The adversary might come up and and demons might come up and try to persuade him and get in his ear and But if you're proactive, you got integrity and you got hospitality, man, you could be walking and talking and, being, friendly, have a good rapport with a brother. You make a good first impression on a brother, right? You're doing the law, statutes, and commandments. So you had that light. You got that vibration, right? You're on the classes, right? You out there teaching, you out there reading, you out there holding posts, right? You're going to the high holy days. You just got done with celebrating the new moon, about to do Purim. You just got the Most High all on you. So of course your presence is going to be a warm a presence, right? So you can go ahead and invite a brother over to your crib, right? And what's going to be in your crib, right? You're going to have, the Lord's Prayer maybe in Hebrew up, right? And then, you might have the Bible out and it's going to be all marked up beautifully, right? He's going to be start asking questions about it. And since it's a intimate setting and you don't have to worry about no distractions beside his cell phone ringing off, which is probably going to be the adversary, right? But it's going to be in a more intimate setting, man. So you could go through the milk all right there without any of that outside pressure. You might win over some souls like that. So that's another unorthodox type of thing that maybe brothers probably have done and will continue to do. But it's good to be hospitable. It's good to be hospitable. Now you gotta be careful though. Because there are spirits. You don't want to have different spirits entering the crib. But if you're if you're very learned and everything like that, and the brother seems cool, or the sister seems cool, shoot, having a cookout, having a barbecue, you got some of the brothers over too as well. That's beautiful right there, right? Because you're gonna have all brothers, and they're gonna have they Zeeks on, they're gonna have fringes on, and they're gonna be asking a whole bunch of questions. And in that type of environment, we're gonna come through, right? The Most High is gonna come through in us. Not just gonna be some wild, crazy Hebrew Israelites on the street yelling at people. It's gonna be an intimate setting. Is going to be real. It's going to be a real build. It's going to be a real build. Brothers is going to be on point. Their delivery is going to be sharp, right? The wine's going to be passed around. You're going to have a feast too, right? You're going to bake unleavened bread. You're going to eat, right? And they're going to turn in onto you just like these angels turn in onto you, man. And hopefully they come back. Right. And hopefully they join the family. So hospitality, when I looked at this, I was like, wow, yeah, that's definitely a good quality that someone should have in this truth, inviting people in. Right. Right. Yeah, very, very beautiful. Very beautiful, man. I like that. I like that. Observant. That's the next one. That's the next one. see here. What's going on? Staying clean and sober. Yes. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. You be right here with it. I like that. No, but yeah, staying clean and sober. Right? Because you gotta stay vigilant. You gotta stay vigilant. But I'm gonna get that though. Yeah, the integrity is very important because sometimes you don't know what's going on. Sometimes you don't know what's going on, and then all of a sudden, something bad might happen. Most High waves his hand over the camp, and you're just like, whoa, what's going on? Like, hold on, let's check in with brothers and see what they got going on. And then you find out brothers doing this, brothers is doing that, sisters is doing this, sisters is doing that. So it's good to have integrity, and integrity is another way to show fear in the Most High, because he's always watching you. So with that, you got to be on your best behavior. You got to be on your P's and Q's, all right? Lest he judge. You know how he judge everybody if one person mess up. So if you got bad integrity, that might cause damage to the whole camp or to your whole family if you're doing this thing by yourself, which I see people do. Yeah, but integrity, very, very important quality. I'm gonna get discernment too. I think we did that though. I think we did discernment already. But there's gonna be spirits out here, just to get that real quick, man. There's gonna be spirits out here, so you're gonna have to. Obviously you gotta pray for that discernment, but there's gonna be people that think they one way and then they're gonna flip quick on you. So you wanna make sure you know what's going on. Just by appearance, by the spirit of somebody, you can read them. You can know if they got guile and deceit, right? Right. So let's get that real quick. All right. And let's share the screen. Hold on, mother. I got you. Let's share the screen real quick. Right. I'm big on character, so this is what Yahweh was talking about. All right. First John, first chapter, verse 47. And Yahweh saw Nathanael coming onto him, and he said, "Behold, an Israelite indeed, in whom is no guile." How did he know that? How did he know that? Right? There's no deceit. There's no ulterior motive. Right? He wasn't trying to get in to usurp leadership, to cause disruption between different couples. He wasn't coming in for vanity, like fame and all these things to be seen. He was an honest brother, man. But Yahushua had discernment. He had discernment. He could tell what people were about when they were simply coming up to him, and that's something that that's good to have. It's like, ooh, sister coming up, she might have that Jezebel spirit. Hold on, let me get away from that. That might destroy me, because a good woman, especially for a single man, a good woman could elevate you, and a bad woman could definitely destroy you and be your downfall. Right? It happens to plenty of brothers too. So it's and same thing with a brother, right? Same thing. He can increase you as a woman, right? And he could, be your downfall, especially if you're in the truth, right? He could take you right up out of it as soon as you got up in it. Same thing with the woman. So we got to be careful who we entertain too as well. But we got to have that discernment. All right. Got to have that discernment. That's a good thing to have. That's excellent scripture. Yeah, guile in the seat, man, brings jealousy. Jealousy is not a good thing to have. Jealousy is definitely not a good thing to have. We don't want that. We don't want a jealous spirit, because some brothers is going to get increased in this thing more than others, depending on, the different circumstances. We don't know what the Most High is going to do. But for all the kings, priests, and lords out there that's being increased, that's elevating, I love it, right? Because that means that's going to happen to me. That's going to happen to you, right? You know, the Most High is a spirit of His word, right? He's not just a mere man. He's a spirit, right? That's in John 17:17. You know what? That increases one's faith, seeing all these brothers, man, laboring and getting elevated, um, um, you know, and growing and prospering, right? It's always a beautiful thing. It's always a beautiful thing. So let's see here. Let's see here. What does you got? What you holding, mother? Yeah, okay, con. Right. Hold on, let's see here. Let's read. Let's read 10 and then keep going down. This is good. This is good. So this is this is Romans 12, Romans chapter 12, verse 10. So like it. Be kindly affectionate toward one another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. Come, right? Not slothful in business, right? So being proactive, right? I just talked about, being proactive, like, hey, raining outside, something like that. Hey, man, let's just pass out flyers, Hey, man, you know what? I got like 10 flyers up in here. I got the spirit on me. Yeah, it's Monday. Well, let me go do something, man. Let me go do something, right? Be fervent in spirits, serving the Most High, rejoicing in hope, patient, right? Patience is a good quality too, because we got to be patient, because we're going to take our licks here. The Most High is going to be testing us, right? The adversary is going to be tempting us, right? And it's gonna be a ride. So we gotta buckle up, man, and stay patient. And we're gonna talk about that later. Continue in instant prayer, right? Distributing to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality, right? Given the hospitality, man. So we gotta be hospitable to these brothers, man. Hospitable to these sisters, man, in our community. All right. So we want the Most High to let us in. We gotta let people in. We gotta have that discernment, right? To pick and choose. Okay. Maybe I can I talked to him on the phone. I talked to her on the phone. We went over some things. I'll invite the brother or the sister to my house, so we can meet face to face and all that type of stuff. So, right, definitely. Very nice scripture. See what else we got here. What else we got, family? What else? Y'all got anything? No, but observant. Let's get something observant, because we gotta watch. We gotta be, because we got the truth now, and there's gonna be a lot of temptations. There's gonna be a lot of battles to be had. So we gotta watch out. We gotta be on our P's and Q's, right? Because we gotta have people chasing after us now to get up out this thing, all right? Because as soon as you can hop in this, you can get kicked out just as quick. Let's get 1 Peter 5 and 8. 1 Peter 5 and 8. That's all I was there. See, it's correct, princess. Yeah, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Right? And we don't want to be the ones that's going to be devoured. Right? That's why it's good, right, to stay, because when the wolf leaves the pack, right, he's subject to the elements of his environment, to different predators. But if he's in the pack, he's less subjected, or he's less, exposed to danger and to risk, because he's going to be moving in uniform in accordance with the pack, right? And there's strength in numbers. That's why it's good to not be alone in this thing, all right? Because maybe you're not watching out, and somebody else peeps something, right? It could be a whole list of things. We can just talk about this for the whole class, right? But be sober, be vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil, man, he's as a roaring lion, man. He's walking about seeking whom he may devour. The longer this thing goes on, the more our people suffer. The more he stays in power, the more these nations stay in power. All right. So we got to be observant. We got to be observant. Not only that, we got to watch out for the times and the signs and the prophecies as well. We got to know what's going on in our environment. We got to know what's going on in our environment, right? Especially out in camp, being observant, right? That's like camp 101, right? There's going to be the teacher is the biggest target out on the street. The teacher's going to be the biggest target. So brothers is going to really have to be sober and be vigilant out there because it's a spiritual warfare. It's spiritual warfare, right? So if someone comes up and has a question, right, we got to really watch. You got to really watch people because they might take a swing because you might have to be a little austere. You might have to correct and rebuke and edify and break down before you build up. And then before you know it, they're gonna get all in their spirit because right, the word is a double-edged sword and it's sharp and it pierces through the soul, man. And it's gonna cut people, right? And if they get cut, they might get embarrassed. And if they get embarrassed, they might get angry. And if they get angry, they might get violent, right? Out there in these streets, right? And really anywhere that you discuss the scriptures, man, it's a powerful spirit. Right. That's why I don't like to discuss scriptures at all with my family because them things is, you know, I don't want to fend off and fight my family members, man. So you gotta pick and choose your battles with them. But out on that street, man, you don't ever know what's gonna happen. So brothers gotta, protect the teacher. There's brothers holding posts, watching out, looking, scanning the crowd. It's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous job. It's a very dangerous duty, man. It's a very dangerous duty, man. Make no mistake about it. All glory and all honor and praise to the Most High for keeping brothers safe. I haven't heard of an incident since I've been in the truth about things, happening to brothers when they're out there. And I hope that stays that way, right? We know that we're protected by the angels and everything like that, but still, one might slip through the cracks. And we don't want to have our teacher with a black eye. We don't want to have our speaker with a fat lip, because we was being slack and we weren't watching out, right? We was kind of dozing off in the scripture with the book in our face, and all of a sudden, smack, and what happened, right? So we want to do that, right? Don't want to do that. That was good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Let's go back to the chat. What you was talking about? What y'all talking about? We having whole conversations up here. Hold on. Hold on. All right. So the sermon is a must because not everyone is God fearing. Brother. The water, the water, the water, the water, the water. So y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Okay. Y'all can hear the Most High. Okay. God in the sea. Okay. Yep. We got that. Con. Okay. Con. I guess the Most High's teaching today, man. Got me teaching today. Con, watch as well as pray. Con. But not everybody pray those two. We trying to reach the masses, and I think this is a good topic to reach the masses with because everybody has character flaws. Everybody's got to work on their character and work on their attributes, right? Everybody's got to work on their character. Everybody got to work on their attributes, right? Being hospitable applies to everybody. Having integrity applies to everybody. Before we get that, let's get modesty. So let's wait. Okay. Observing can be a matter of life and death. Exactly. Especially for the wicked, because they'll perish suddenly. So they definitely got to be on the lookout. Hey, what do you mean? Where you at? Talking about don't be skipping me. Where you at? Hold on. What were you saying? I'm looking at the chat. Hold on. Did it show up? Did you have a scripture? Did you have a scripture, Wonder Woman? You could put it back in if you got anything. You can put it in there. I don't see anything though. Do. Oh, okay. I got you though. I got you. God. There's this vagabond here in town. Vagabond or wag? I think it may be vagabond here in town that likes to spit on people. And she tries to fight me once when she asked for some money. Yeah. You gotta watch out for that. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. Especially like the homeless, as the homeless be having them spirits on them too as well. And you gotta watch out for that. You gotta watch out for that. Yeah. You gotta be hesitant not to just give them money. I would just rather give them food than anything. I'd rather give them food than anything. All right, because we don't know what they're gonna do with it. I learned my lesson from that one time. Brother had me go to the thing and got out $20 for him. And he was gone. I was like, oh man, I know what he went to do. So never again, man. Never again. That was like 3-4 years ago. But anyway, yeah, there's gonna be spirits on people, man. We gotta watch out for that. Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty. Yeah, that's nasty, man. That was a nasty on her. That was a nasty spirit on her, man. Oh, check really. Oh man. But anyway, yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That's definitely unfortunate. Let's see what we got here first. I think it's First Timothy. Trying to go off schedule here. But anyway, hey, like and subscribe, share the video, right? Let's keep this thing growing, man. We growing, family. Like, subscribe, share the video, do your part. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. All right. Let's get this one. Because we got sisters on here. Not coming from me. I'm not saying it. That's why I'd be scared of me talking to the sisters. But you know, it is what it is. This is what the Most High is talking about. This ain't me. You know, I know the sisters out in the truth. I mean, that's not in the truth, and as out in the world are very defiant about this. All right. But First Timothy 2:9. In like manner, also, I'm talking about modesty, right? In like manner, also women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefaced and sobriety, not with braided hair, gold, pearls, and costly array. But we'll just focus on a modest apparel. Man, we out here, this is out here looking like Pretty Woman, right? With the hooker boots on and looking like Catwoman. And what is that really, man? Like, what is that really? You know, we don't want to cause brothers to lust. Oh, you know what? There was a discussion. There was a Facebook discussion, and you know how those go. And the sister, when she was being confronted with, "Hey, you can't just wear what you want to wear and just be totally naked out here in the street." And then she came out, brothers, like, "Well, you know, if your eye's evil, you got to pluck it out." And then, you know, and I think Yahweh was talking about that, right? When if you have an evil eye and pluck it out and all that, you're trying to make that point. But at the same time, you know, men are visual creatures to begin with, but now I got to focus even more harder to not lust when I didn't even have to do it if you just did what the Most High told you to and to wear modest apparel. You know, whether you're a single woman or not. I mean, you know, I always say, like, if you dress like a queen, a king is going to approach you. If you dress like a queen, a king is going to approach you in that manner. And it's all about your energy and your vibration too, as well. So if you dress in a certain way, you're going to attract a certain thing. If you're thinking a certain way and eating a certain way, if your diet's a certain way, you're going to probably attract that type of person, man. Right? So adorn themselves in modest apparel. Modesty, man. Modesty goes hand in hand with being humble, man. You don't want to show. I know everybody's young, right? When they in their, and even in the 30s, right? Too. You might your body might be popping and everything like that, but that doesn't mean that you got to show the whole world, right? You can save some for your husband, right? I even seen a couple walk down the street, and the woman was basically dressed like Catwoman, right? And the man was a big brother too. He was very imposing and everything. But I just thought, like, it's a big, strong brother right there. But he couldn't get his woman to respect their relationship, because that's respect, right? Every time I see, uh, you know, people that's in the Islam and that faith, whether or not they're in the truth or not, that's still very, very respectful when you see a woman that's dressed modest with her hair wrapped, walking with her man. Because now, as a man, now it's on me not to lust. What do I look like trying to figure out your silhouette when you're walking with your man, right? Or just alone? Trying to figure out your silhouette, trying to see what your body look like. Right now, that's really on me. You're right. Now that's really on me. Now I really gotta check myself. Like, whoa, bro, you lusting real hard, yo. Take it easy. Take it easy, my guy. So it goes hand in hand, man. We both have to do our part with that. It's not, well, I'm gonna dress how I want to dress. You gotta get it together and stop looking at me like that, because that is not the spirit. That is not the spirit of a daughter of Zion. That's not the spirit, man. We get too defiant, man. This white man just got us running around, got y'all running around this plantation, wild, and y'all getting bags out here. And that was for design too. That was for design. If they keep the woman unruly and let her run wild, it's going to disrupt a lot of progress. She's going to get so proud that she's not going to be able to be told anything, be taught anything, learn and submit under anything. All right. So we got to be very careful with that. That's pretty heavy. It ruffles a lot of feathers. I don't like to bring that out all the time, but it was right. They're not trying to hear that. Sounds too much like a bad song. I know that, but you know what though? It is kind of making a comeback though. It is kind of making a comeback. There's nothing like a woman in a dress, man. That's the ultimate sign of respect. It's beautiful, and like I said, man, it's going to attract the king. It's going to attract the king, right? It's going to attract the king. You just got to have faith in that, right? When you're doing what the Most High says, right? How you gonna pray for a man of God, but then you dress not like a woman of God? That's beyond me. But we were all in the world too. We were all in the world, right? I ain't gonna act like I was so innocent and whatnot, what I was wearing. So, but yeah, definitely. Let's get back to restraint. Restraint, man. Right. So we're on a narrow and straight path. So we gotta hold restraint. We gotta hold restraint sometimes. Try to do it all the time, because if you don't, you're gonna be backsliding, you're gonna be falling, and then you're gonna have to seek the Most High 10 times harder, right? And it was already hard enough for you to get up in this thing. So if you backslide, and you're not on your P's and Q's, it's all about mastering yourself, right? Because just like the general be saying, man, the most wickedest person is you. When you wake up in the mirror, man, you want to know what's going on and what's going wrong with your life. You got to look yourself in the mirror, and you got to confront yourself, man. You got to confront that old man. And you got to try to do your best to put that old man away, just like the scriptures say, right? So you got to show restraint, man. Restraint on your old habits, restraint on your vices. This thing is a work in progress, A lot of people think it's just yelling at the white man. No, man, this is you're being built, rebuilt, remold, refined, and we're going to get that too. We're going to get that too. We're going to bring out all of those good things, all of those good things. But this is just, you got to build yourself up. We got to build each other up. We got to hold each other accountable, right? We got to tell each other the truth about the matter. And we got to keep it pushing, man. We got to keep rocking with each other through thick and through thin, because we all we got. All the nations are against us. Some of our own people are against us. All right. So we definitely gotta show some restraint. So let's get First Corinthians. First Corinthians. I'll be saying it with an F. I don't know why. Corinth. Oh God, it's all right to have a little fun, right? We have fun on here. All right. So First Corinthians 10 and 13, and it reads, "There have no temptation, but you, such as is common to men. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able." Above that ye are able. So whatever, and this is just a life saying. A lot of the scriptures are just life sayings, because we are those people. And it's I know the laws ain't written in us yet, but we are those people, and we carry that spirit. And there's just something about us that just regurgitates scripture, right? There's nothing on your plate. Everything that's on your plate, the Most High got it there, so you can handle it. You can handle it. You can handle it. There's a man and a woman in this thing. Even out in the world, this brother's going through it. But as long as they know that everything that's on their plate is doable, you could overcome all those obstacles on those plate. You could overcome those temptations that's on your plate. Because what does the scripture say? It said the Most High said he's not going to suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. It's just that sometimes we think it's so hard to overcome addiction, to overcome lust, because we give in to ourselves. We give in to our worldly lower self, and we make a covenant with our lower self, right? When we're not trying to make covenants with ourselves. We're trying to keep the covenant of the Most High, right? So, but our mind will trick. Our mind will trick us, as our mind is inherently wicked and evil, and out comes those thoughts of lust and murderous thoughts and all kinds of evil and wicked thoughts. So, but we're able to handle what we have to handle in our own minds. We just have to dig deep. We got to dig deep. We got to dig deep. And there's more. Who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Man, the Most High, man, he's about this journey. Man, he's about this journey. Hey, man, there's a lot of successful people, man, that look like me and you, that's from the 12 tribes of Israel. The Most High is blessing our people, man. But there's something about our people that just kind of just go through it and go through it and go through it, and that are good people, but we just, we get all these obstacles, and we feel like we being beat up, but it's for a reason, man. It's for a reason. The Most High trying to see what type of character you got. If you knew the Most High's plans for you, while he's testing you and giving you all these things that you have to overcome, it's going to be glorious if he told you what you're supposed to look like at the end, at the finish line. But that's where faith comes in. That's where faith comes in. You got to know that the thing that you're going through, the labor that you're going through, you got children, right? You got to know that they putting you through it, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, right? And all of life's issues that we got under this president. It's we're able to bear it, man. That's why I started out with last week is not worrying, not worrying anymore. Just give it all up to the Most High. Give it all up to the Most High, because with that temptation, He'll also make a way for you to escape it, that you be able to bear it. Yeah, how should I bore it? All right, and we're gonna bring that out too. Yeah, how should I overcome and you can overcome too. You're supposed to be doing greater works, and you will do greater works than Yahushua, who the world calls ignorantly Jesus Christ. If he overcame in the flesh, you can overcome in the flesh too as well. Very powerful scripture. I love this scripture, man. Very powerful, man. Resistant, right? Be showing restraint, right? Perseverance too. The Most High sees your degree of difficulty. Nothing's gonna go in vain, man. You just keep on laboring. You keep on working on your family, right? You keep on working on your children, right? Sun's going off. Don't be dismayed, right? There's going to be a degree of difficulty here in this world, here in Babylon, and to be in particular. And just know that the Most High, man, he's got a way for you to make it out of these temptations and these vices and these addictions. He's got a way. You just gotta hold fast and have that faith, man, that he's gonna come through for you. And you gotta look yourself in the mirror and really say to yourself, "Hey, it's time to gird up. It's time to gird up, man, and show what type of servant I can become, man. We're gonna stop this. We're gonna stop that. We're gonna start doing this. We're gonna start doing that, and whatever the case may be, and we're gonna take it day by day. We're gonna take it day by day. We're gonna take this thing day by day, man. We're gonna grab this thing by the proverbial horns, and we're gonna rock out. Right? And that's what we're gonna do. Because that's thus saith the Lord, man, that I'm able to bear anything if I got that spirit on me, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, right? My integrity may be not all the way there yet. I might backslide here and there yet, but you're gonna see yourself up out of that dark place, man. You're gonna see yourself out of that dark place, brothers and sisters. Just gotta keep on, right? Just like Chief Priest Shar had told me, man. Just gotta keep doing the works, man. Keep doing the work. Don't stay down. Don't stay down. Get up. Right? I know that in A.O.C, man, when we do our push-ups or do our 33, right? We jump up and we kick and we punch, man. We fighting, man. We gotta fight. We gotta fight, man. We gotta fight for everything. We Jake. We gotta fight for everything in this world. And it's for a purpose. Because we gotta fight to get in this kingdom too. And that's what we really fighting for. So that's why we got to make it out these temptations. All right, man. We could just rock with this scripture the whole night. Honestly, shoot, it doesn't realer than that. There ain't nothing realer than that. I'm telling you right now. There ain't nothing realer than that. I'm telling you. Hey, that's my brother right here, though. That's my brother right here. This brother, man, bold. He said to me, man, 2 ambassadors is enough. Man, I wanted to go out and hold camp right there, man. I met this brother, man, at the Passover in Houston, man. He's a brilliant brother, man. I can't wait to see you again. Can't wait to see you again. That's right. Get those likes up. Get those likes up. Con. What you got, sister? Shana Bath. Now, that I wear dresses and dress modestly, am I my most feminine and gentle spirit. Righteous men are drawn to that type of beauty. Because in these days, it's where, because everybody dressed like Catwoman and Batwoman. Everybody dressed like Catwoman and Batwoman. So when they see that, because naturally the instinct of a man is, the lady in the dress, right? Lady in a dress, right? A lady is even a title. That's even a title. So, yeah, lady in a dress, man. You dress like a queen, you don't get a king, right? Now, you gotta be careful. Use that discernment that Israelite princess was talking about, right? Because the devil's a good-looking guy, right? And he might come up on you too. So you gotta be careful with that. But that's beautiful. And while as we know, women, right? When they see something that's popping, they want to copy it and buy it and imitate it, so they could have that same effect. So the more women out here wearing beautiful dresses, beautiful wraps, right? Beautiful dresses, beautiful wraps. Women see how they look. They see the attention that you get. Oh, wow, you could get a brother like that doing that. you? Where'd you get that from? Hold on, where'd you get that from? Where can I order that from? And then you might have a whole sisterhood built off of how you dressed. You might have sisters coming in left and right. You know, you get build a bit. The Most High is brilliant. You can build. You might want to make your own dresses and fashion your own clothes, right? And carve out a lane, right? Just like brothers were saying at the Hebrew Summit, right? Bring all your talents, not just the men, not just the music, right? Not just t-shirts, right? Not just chains and bands and crowns and different mitres, which are all beautiful, but dresses too. And I've seen some beautiful things, some beautiful dresses, right? So that's very important, man, because we got to change these mindset. Plus, don't y'all want to make that white woman mad? Don't y'all want to make her mad again? She was sewing up trousers trying to be a man while you was picking cotton in a dress. You understand that? Let's make that girl mad. Let's make her mad again. Let's make her mad again. She's all types of wanting to be a man so much that she's, you know, chopping off her breastises and doing, limiting herself and doing puberty blockers and whatnot. Right. So don't fall into that trap, man. Be more feminine than ever, man. Make that white woman mad. I was about to curse. Make that white woman mad, man. And then you'll see her true spirit. Then you'll see her true spirit. That's not your friend, man. That's not your friend, man. She's laughing at the Sukihanas of the world, laughing at the sexy reds of the world, right? Meanwhile, encouraging them at the same time. So don't get that twisted. Don't get that twisted. That's right, brother. Oh man, I love this, brother. God. Look into the chat though. Let's get to the chat. He has made the way. That's right. That's right. All praises to the Most High, the water for the encourager and the labor in the day, in the walk day by day. Thou saith the Lord. That's right. That's right. And that's why I be on here. And that's why brothers be on here, because we need the encouragement. You know, we all need to encourage each other. You know, that's why we attend the high holy days. It's a method to the madness. There's a method to the madness, and that's why we attend, because we're supposed to congregate. People got issues that we might not know. That's why I said hospitality, right? You might, okay, how's everything doing? Hey, bro, I've been going through this, that, and the third. Yo, I've been going through it. Dang, why don't you just tell me, man? I don't know. So I can't pick up, the phone. I know I got the phone, I got your number and everything, but shoot. After I go to the plantation and clock out, it all be hitting me, right? So that's why it's good, man. So during this Passover, during Purim, we're gonna check in with brothers and sisters and see how they what they got going on, right? And we're gonna encourage them. We're gonna encourage them to keep pushing. We're gonna build them back up and keep pushing. I remember one time, Brother Zion was like, "Hey, man, does the Most High quit on you?" I was like, "No." Well, don't quit on the Most High, man. Keep these classes pushing. I was like, "Come, I don't want to come." Okay, hold on. Right, that was a couple of years ago, but stuff like that. I'm just giving real world examples of what it's like, man. Because it's about the brotherhood too. It's about the brotherhood, and we need that more than ever, especially with the young brothers, man. We need that more than ever, because there's not a lot out here for us to do and be a part of that's not wicked. There's not a lot of things that's out here for us to do, right? Come. And the woman, yeah, Khan, another one too. The woman shall not wear which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do are an abomination on to Yahweh our power, the Lord thy God. Thy possessive. It's ours. And he's telling us not to do that. But we got this white man, this white woman, man, that's got our people all twisted up with that. All twisted up, the stud thing and everything, right? The stud and everything, right? So it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Goals. Here lately, Esau's been in my inbox wanting me to be a sugar baby. Link to the A.O.C videos. Oh, no, no, no. You know how they do that. You know how they do that. Because they're going to give you a gift. It's going to spoil your heart. And all of a sudden, you're going to be like, Esau's not the white man. Right? Right? He got me this. He got me a tennis bracelet. He's not that bad. All right. That's what they be doing, but it's like that, you know, in the corporate America, man. They give our women positions and all these types of things, and they get entitled, and all of a sudden they look down on the rest of us. They look down on black men and black women and black children, so-called. This is black. I'm brown, different shades of brown, right? This thing is a nationality. It's not a religion, right? We have a dietary law, moral law, right? Ceremonial law, right? It's a culture. It's a culture, man. It's a way of life. It's a way of life. God, they already mad all day, every day. God. And we gotta keep them mad. We gotta keep them mad. We gotta keep that energy. Because once they see sisters, man, changing, man, out in these streets, I'm telling you, man, them feminists are gonna be big mad. They're gonna be big mad. Awake, awake. Put on a strength, O Zion. Put on a beautiful garments, man. Our garments are beautiful. Our garments are beautiful. Our garments are being made right now. We got more beautiful garments being made for brothers, right? You know, Gucci belts, you know, or we wearing oppressors. We wearing our oppressors thinking that we this and that. That's even, I came across something that was talking about, you know, name brands not even being the best quality, right? So we're bragging about things that aren't even of good quality, right? And we're people of substance, man. We're people of substance. So we want things that's gonna last. We don't want things that's gonna last, man. So put on their beautiful garments, man. Put on your Mitris, put on your ZZs, put on your caftans, you know, sisters, put on your wraps, put on your dresses, right? Put on those free flowing dresses, not them tight ones, right? We see a lot of them tight sundresses. Them ain't the ones. Them ain't the ones, right? We talking about the one that your grandma used to have, right? But they're beautiful. They're beautiful, and men are gonna respect you, and you're gonna get your respect back. You're gonna get your respect back. You don't get your respect back. You don't get your dignity back. You know, because when you put on respectable clothes and you feel good, right? Because that's an extension of how you feel, man. That's an extension of how you feel what you wear, right? That's an extension of what you feel, how you wear. Tell them I don't like them heathens. Gone. First Timothy. First Timothy's. Let's share the screen again. First Timothy's. The water. All praises to the Most High. Shaggy R. All praises, all the one. And everybody's participation has been beautiful. Beautiful tonight. All praises. All praises. I have to do a part 3. I don't know. So let's bring that back. First Timothy's 4 and 16. Just some more encouragement. Some more encouragement, man. And, being encouraged, you know, being motivated. That's another good quality to have. Motivated why? Motivated because of the scriptures, man. Because of what you're going through. It's got a good outcome. Right? It's got a good outcome. The outcome is an everlasting life. The outcome is to see your enemies perish, man. The outcome is to finally have rest from this place. Have rest from this place, man. Hold on. Let's go in the spirit real quick. Oh, come on. I want Exodus the verse. Froze up on me. Hold on. Let me stop sharing. Got too many things up. So like it. Okay, Exodus 1, chapter 1. All right, cool. I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on. So like it. Computer froze up. Everybody can see, right? So what do I want, man? What do I want? Right here, right here. Oh, let's go back. 13. Man, because we serving with rigor, man. We going through so much, man. Just like how we went through in Egypt. This is Egypt again. I don't got a dollar bill, but you know what's on the back of that dollar bill, man? It's a pyramid, man. So this is another state of bondage that we in, you know, especially with all this inflation. That's another bondage that we got, right now, a newly added bondage. Things are priced up way more than they technically should be. But that's because their blessings is running out, man. All that free labor that we blessed them with, you know, that's running out, man. The power of that dollar, man, is waning, right? Just like the power that they have over our minds and our bodies is waning. Because they took those chains off, but we're still mentally enslaved. But that's waning and that's wearing down. And we seeing the dollar losing its power too as well. But man, we've been serving with rigor here for this whole time, man. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage and in mortar and in brick and in all manners of service in the field, man. All manner of service, man. I'm talking about, making wine, pressing wine, right? Stopping on that wine until we couldn't stop on it no more, right? Processing that sugar cane and until we rip our bicep out of our bone, right? I think in Jamaica, man, that was some hardcore slavery, man, with the Benjamites, man. The average life expectancy, man, was like less than a year. They was going through our people in Jamaica, right? And all their service they made them service with rigor, man. It was hardcore, man. It was hardcore, man. So-called Judah says, he said, you ain't never did nothing like that, man. He never did no hardcore bondage, man. Hitler ain't never came at them like that, man. He just starved them to death, man. All right. They was trying to do a little bit of work, but it was so dang starved. They just clapped them in the back of the head. They ain't never really served no bondage, man. The prophecies don't add up, man. So, but anyway, let's get back to it. Let's get I think it's I think we're doing First Timothy's 4:16. First Timothy's 4:16. John, I'll be back in the chat. Just give me a sec. Yeah, First Timothy's 4:16, man. All right. So take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, man, unto these law, statutes, and commandments. Knowing that, you're going through what you're going through for a reason. That all that labor is not going to be in vain, man. Continue in them, right? Continue in them. Continue doing the feast days. Continue gathering together with your brothers and your sisters to encourage them. Continue to be modest. Continue to be proactive and to have integrity. Continue to ask for discernment. Continue to be vigilant and sober and show restraint and to persevere. Continue in these things. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee, man. Because there ain't nobody else is going to do it. The Most High possess the Spirit on you, brothers and sisters, to shine a light on this world. You're the only thing we got. We all we got. So we gotta continue. We gotta continue. Put both hands on that plow and keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Keep pushing for sure. For sure. Let's get Galatians. Keep enduring. Right? Galatians 6 and 9. Ooh, what was that? All right. So this is Galatians 6 and 9. Let's do that up. Okay, yes, sir. All praises. So Galatians 6 and 9. Let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Be encouraged, man. Being optimistic. All right. Sometimes you're like, man, I don't know if it's worth it, man. I don't know if it's worth it, man. These Negroes out here, man, they ain't hearing me, man. The fruit ain't showing up like it used to, man. Brothers is leaving, sisters is leaving, brothers going in and out, man. What's the point, man? But in due season, man, you're gonna reap, man. In due season, everything's gonna be all right. You're gonna reap. You're gonna come out this thing with great substance, all right? Most High willing, man, you're gonna be a part of judging the mountain to Esau. Most High willing, man, you're gonna be a part of teaching these other nations, man, again, and having them relearn after you lay the smack down. All right. I'll talk about that next week too. But yeah, man, it's all about being encouraged. It's all about these different attributes of our people, right? Humility. I know that we're talking about the characteristics of Moses with the brother, right? Let's get Numbers. Let's get Numbers 12 and 3. Numbers 12 and 3, man. Let's get that. Okay, come. So Numbers 12 and 3. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth, man. So he was a very, very humble, meek dude, and that's who the Most High chose. He chooses he values that. He values that, right? It says the meek shall inherit the earth, right? I just brought out that, during times of distress, man, if you got that meek spirit, times of danger, if you got that meek spirit, man, he's going to guide your feet. You going to know when to leave, when to enter, when to come, and when to go, unscathed, right? Huh? And the Lord and the Most High suddenly spake unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out of thee, and onto the tabernacle of the combination. The three came out. Oh no! This is I got to jump to Exodus 4. Right? So he was very meek, but why too? Very meek, very humble. What was he talking about? Exodus 4 and 10. And Moses said unto the Most High, O my Elohim, I am not eloquent, therefore neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. So Moses wouldn't, it's good to be confident, but Moses wasn't really overly confident about the task that the Most High was about to have him do, man. He had doubts, man. He was doubting himself and everything, man. That's a tremendous spirit to have, man. Because maybe some of us would be like, oh, I can do it. I'll do it. I'll have them over there to your promised land by tomorrow. I'm going to, and all these types of things, right? They're going to listen to me. I know they're going to listen to me. Listen, man, the Most High is going to qualify the unqualified. The Most High will qualify the unqualified. He does that time and time again. There's battles that we had no business winning, but the Most High is going to qualify the unqualified, and we going to win. We going to make it out of America. You going to make it out of your temptations, right? You're going to put that old man away. You're going to defeat the lower nature of yourself, man, to rise above that, to become the servant that you're supposed to be, to become the queen that you're supposed to be, to become the wife that you're supposed to be, the brother that you're supposed to be, the husband, right? The spouse, so on and so forth. You're going to be who you're supposed to be, man, if you have faith in the Most High. And you got all these qualities that you got to work on now, since you're bringing them out, right? But it's good that every man should know his limitations, though, too. Every man should know his limitations, just like Moses did. He said, hey, man, I'm gonna say it like this. Hey, yo, I'm a slow speech, man. I'm of a slow tongue, man. I'm not that good. I'm not a good public speaker, man. But what do we say, man? We got to, and what did I start off the class with, I believe? We got to do it in the best of our ability, right? This is a vessel. There's other vessels that's more eloquent than I, right? That don't fumble and stutter as much, right? That don't say as much. That's sharp. That's real sharp. Right? And has a way with their words and have a better delivery. But you just gotta do it the best that you can do it. And that's all and that's what counts the most. That's what counts the most, right? We're not looking for you to be a superhero out here, man. You just try to do the job and try to do the work and try to do the most size business the best of your ability. Because I'll be weary. Everybody was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna wake up 1,000 men today." Whoa, okay, hold on. So, what's your true intentions over here, right? That's where that discernment comes in again. Like, oh, okay, you got a little bit of guile, maybe. Hold on, I gotta watch out for this brother. Hold on, all right. So, but you don't want to be a scary lion neither. Now, too. Oh, I don't want to go out to camp now, right? I don't know. No. Be bold in this thing. Be bold in this thing. Be bold in this thing. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got. So I'm going to go back to the chat. Let's go back to the chizzy. Oh, the water, y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Okay, Con, let's go. Sure they are. All praise to the Most High. That is beautiful. Oh, man. The water. Yahweh Bashem HaMashiach Yahushua. That's what's going on. Con, Kwam Yasharala. You understand me? Kwam Yasharala. 1 Corinthians 15-58. 1 Corinthians 15-58. It's like y'all get to the chat. Mother of Thia, man. What's she holding, man? She holding. That's right. I think brother got that too, right? So 1 Corinthians. It's like it. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable. Don't let nothing move you, man, in this walk, man. You get the spirit of the Most High, man. You ain't supposed to fear nothing. You're a woman of the Most High. You ain't supposed to fear nothing, man. Be unmovable. Don't let people just come up in your ear and tell you anything and just run along with it. And don't have them itching ears. Man. And don't be like a dog and return to what you used to do and return to your own vomit. You putting on them nice dresses now. And all of a sudden the sister go in your ear and says some feminist crap to you. And now you back looking like Catwoman and Batwoman again. Right? Be unmovable. Brothers, man. Don't go back on the block with them brothers, man. I know the money's fast, but that's what it is. It's just fast. It's fast, man. There's nothing wrong with slow money. There's nothing wrong with slow money doing odd jobs here and there, man. That builds character, man. That's honorable, bro. And the Most High sees that. If Adam had to work from the sweat of his brow, there's no shame in working from the sweat of your brow. Because there's nothing sweaty than standing on the corner, man, getting off them packs, man. There's nothing. That's lazy, man. You get it in an easy way, but it's a sleazy way. You understand? Be unmovable, man. You off the block now, man. Stay off the block. Because if you go back, you understand, something might happen. You might lose your hedge of protection, right? Always abounding in the work of the Most High. And that's how you stay out of trouble, man. We're abounding in the work of the Most High. You ain't going to go nowhere Friday because you got to be on class. You ain't going nowhere Friday because you got to prepare to teach the people and you got to meditate on what you're trying to say, right? Same thing with the scriptures, man. Same thing with the sisters, man. You got brothers that might be coming over, right? On that Friday and everything to prepare. So you might have to, do a little something, you might have to, participate in some way, man. You may have to feed brothers, man. And it's good. You're gonna save money too, staying in Friday, Saturday, right? So for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain, right? So your labor is not in vain. Your labor is not in vain. All the works that you've done over the course of your years, You know, all these classes that you've attended, all the scriptures that you brought out, you know, just the company, right? The sisterhood, the brotherhood of everything, just being there for one another. You know, that's not gonna go in vain, man, in this thing. So don't be moved by a sister or a brother that's not in the truth, that's telling you things, right? Talking about you're a weirdo. Yeah, I'll be weird. I'll be that. I'll be that. But I know that Archangel Michael don't think I'm weird. I know he don't. I know Yahushua don't think I'm weird. I know he don't. I know all the hosts of heaven don't think I'm weird. I know they don't. So be unmovable, man. Be unmovable. Great. Great, 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 great. So yeah, so but therefore be steadfast, be unmovable, always about it in the work of the Most High. For right, the labor is not in vain. So everything that we do is not in vain. Hey, that's mine. Hey, where did I get that? Hold on, was that mine? What would I be taking my scripts, man? Hold on, let me get that out because I might not know. Hold on, I had something in James too. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, what was that? 5 and 7, right? That was 5 and 7. Right, patience too. Patience is another thing. Patience is another thing, right? That we gotta have. We gotta have patience. You know, gotta have patience with this thing. You're not gonna be a master teacher overnight. You're not gonna be just flipping through, reading. You know what I'm saying? Like Brother Mapats from Martyrs of Yahushua. You're not gonna be able to read like that right away. That brother's a really good reader. That's why I said. Um, yeah, I met him at the Hebrew Summit too. That was funny too because I'm brand new, right? So I'm reading. That was my favorite thing to do, right? It was just trying to read, right? I wasn't the greatest, but I had that zeal, right? All of a sudden I see my pots come up, and I'm like, brother is YouTube famous, and he comes right next to me, and I'm like, oh snap, right? So what that did for me was to be more encouraged, But anyway, let's get it. James 5 and 7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, on to the coming of the Most High. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth. The precious fruit. Ooh, ooh. He's waiting for you. He's waiting for you. And he's been patient. So you be patient. We got grace. He gave us grace. He gave us grace, man. Be patient with your friends. Be patient with your family. If you got to, all right, y'all. I'll see y'all in Shalawam, just if you got to stay away for a little bit, but be patient with them. Be patient with your husband. Be patient with your wife, right? Be patient with your children, right? All right. So I got to stay in this Friday. Are you trying to stay alive? Right. So you got to be patient with people, man, in this thing, right? And have long patience for it until he's ready to receive the early and the latter rain. Let's see here. I'm gonna skip around because that brings up this one. Hold on, let me share my screen. I'll get back to the chat. This is popping in the chat. I'm probably gonna do a part 3. Let's get this. This is fun though. This is fun. Romans. Same thing. It's almost like the same thing, right? But I like this. I like this one too. I think so. For the Romans 8 and 9. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Man, nature is waiting. This whole world is mourning right now for us to get back in power, to get back in rulership. That's why you should have that attribute of positivity, of motivation. You got to be motivated, right? You got to be optimistic. That's what I want to say. You got to be optimistic, man, because we are waking up. We are waking up slowly but surely, and everybody's waiting on it. The angels and all the host of heaven is waiting on it. The earth, the nature is waiting on it. The squirrels is waiting on it. The deer is waiting on it. The cows is waiting on it. The trees is waiting on it. Right? Man, everybody's waiting on it, man. Everybody is. Everybody is, man. Everybody is, man. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing, too. That's a beautiful thing, too. Hold on, let's get to the chat. Hold on, let's get to the chat because I know y'all probably popping off right now. Hold on. Okay, calm. And we didn't know we had, and we didn't know we had power, right, calm. Okay. The water. The Most High didn't give us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. That's right. And now, there's sometimes, we kind of waver a little bit, but that's why we got this Passover and the Purim coming up. So we can get reinvigorated. That's why we do unity camps, right? So we can get reinvigorated and remotivated when we see a multitude of brothers and all this fruit and all the progress that's been made. Then we can take a look around and give the Most High a hand clap and be like, you know what? Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing, man. Yeah, this is beautiful. And look at the face of all these heathen out here. Look at the face of these nations, man. There's strength in numbers, man. Especially in this nation, man. It makes you more legit, right? Right? To kick someone out of an office, right? You got to have a petition with signatures. You got to have numbers, right? And it's more impactful. No one said you got to have 1 billion people. I like to think that 12 is a good number. It's a nice number, right? And even 7, right? But if you just got 2, you just got 2, and that's fine too. Right? But it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing, man, to go out there with 2 or more without a spirit of fear, man. That's beautiful. Don't you ever forget that. Understand that. Friday prep day, that's right. Thanks be to Yahweh forever and ever for giving us the Shabbat and the high holy days. I regret defiling all Sabbaths and high holy days. I do too, sister. I do too. There's some, and maybe when you were out in the world, just like maybe I was out in the world, maybe there was a spirit that came over. You're like, man, just stay in. Just stay in. Did you ever really felt that maybe as a teenager? Like, man, why do I want to go out all the time? Why am I just living for this weekend to go out, man? Something's telling me to just stay home, right? Sometimes it's dangerous. A lot of us die over the weekend. All of us die on the Shabbat. All of us die on the high holy days. We don't know what time it is, right? But all praise for the Most High for waking us up out of this slumber so we know what to do and what not to do. So it's beautiful thing. Yeah, it's all about patience, man. Like I said before, you're not gonna be the best of the best, reader, teacher. You're not gonna be the best in that. When you hold camp for the first time, it might be a little messy the first time, right? When you get your first scoffer, it might be a little messy the first time, right? When you break down John 3:16 for the first time, it might not go the way you want it to go, but you just keep plugging away at it. It's all about repetition. It's all about repetition. It's all about repetition in this thing. You'll never get to finish learn. Yeah, right. Well, we're just in a continual state of learning. It's never ending. We can always improve on something. And that's the beautiful part about having all these attributes that we can look at through the scriptures to help us improve. Right? And be patient with yourself. Come. Oh, wow. Y'all was going crazy on the chat. All praises. Oh, fine. The water. Hallelujah. God, all praises. God. Never really enjoyed it because it was always drama. God. Con. Okay. Let's see here. We're on the home run stretch. Here. What's not to have? Man, bitter. The bitterness. And we see that on Facebook all the time. We got a lot of people that's camp and telling out here. And I already did that one, right? Go and check that one out, man. I think it's the walk to trials and tattletales. Got a lot of bitter people out here. And maybe some people been did wrong. I mean, that happens, man. But we're not a monolith. Nobody's a monolith, right? It's unfair to label a group of people something that they're not when you don't even know these people. That's almost bearing false witness. It's almost bearing false witness when you're bitter. Because sometimes you are going to be, a gossip storyteller telling lies because you mad and you unhappy about something that went on in this thing. And just in general, you don't want to be around no bitter person. What kind of energy is that? What kind of energy is that being bitter? We don't want that. Let me get Hebrews 12 and 15. Yeah, we don't want that. That's a bad. And this is the first bad attribute. Don't have be bitter. Don't attribute, characteristic, quality, whatever you want to call it. Right? We Jake, right? We manipulate this thing called English. Right? Give me whatever you want it to be. All right. Oh man, all praises to the Most High for everybody that contributed. All eyes that's been watching the video, man. All praises, man. It's really an honor and a blessing. Really an honor and a blessing, and I'm very humbled to even be up here right now. All right. Right. So we got that right, but let's go here. Look, Hebrews 12 and 15. Looking diligently, lest any man fail the grace of the Most High, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled, man. Right? So you don't want to have bitterness, because bitterness leads to your way out of this thing. Those negative component, bitterness, jealousy with people, with I think Sister Jamie brought that out. Jealousy, all those negative components, man, they just add up. They add up, and then you're gonna see yourself out of this thing. You're gonna be the one on Facebook spouting off a whole bunch of nonsense, right? Just like the other Negroes and Negrettes that's on there, thinking that they know something because they had a bad experience. And I feel bad. Too as well. I wouldn't want anybody to have a bad experience in this thing. But maybe it's a test. Did they not, the people that's on there spouting all those bitternesses, all those bitter posts that you see? I can go on there right now. We can make a class on that right now if I share my screen, right? Man. Yeah, man, maybe it's a test, man. Get your be patient, okay? Figure out what the right situation is for you, right? Holler at brothers and sisters on chats, right? On the messengers, and figure out what people got going on, how you can fit in, because you need help celebrating these high holy days. You may not know what times to do it, right? You need help. You can't be no soloites, right? Now, if you're living in like North Dakota or something like that, that's a different, or Montana or something like that, right? Maybe even Arizona, or something like that. Kansas, right? Something like that. Maybe it's going to be a little bit harder for you to even be a part of something, right? But but if you're in a big city or around people, man, shoot, it's good. It's good to be a part of a brotherhood and a sisterhood. Right? So cut all that bitterness out. Cut all that bitterness out, man. James, I got another James. 3 and 14. Right. But if you have James, this is the book of James, chapter 3 and 14, and it reads. I don't need to share my screen. James 3 and 14. But if ye have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not, and lie not against the truth, right? So, This truth is already, it's sweet and it's bitter, man. It's sweet because we know the outcome. We know we're gonna get everlasting life if we stay the course, right? We know we're gonna rule this kingdom and rule this earth, and the earth's gonna be at peace. We know these other nations are gonna be subservient and pay tribute, and everybody's gonna do the law, statutes, and commandments. Make no mistake about it. Everybody will do the law, statutes, and commandments, and I'll bring that out for the next class that I got. Um, yeah, man. But oh, I forgot my thought. Oh, I forgot my thought. But yeah, so and that's not a good component, because when you bitter and you get all these other emotions, man, when you go and you talk to the Most High, He's gonna see that in you, right? So other brothers and sisters might see that in you, man. That's not a good thing to have, man. You know, you want your spirit to be more inviting than dismissive in this thing, right? Right. So, I ain't forgot what I was gonna say though. But yeah, that's James 3 and 14, man. That's bitterness, man. That's bitterness. That's bitterness. Right. And like Exodus says, and like Exodus says, right? The first chapter, we're already bitter because we gotta go to work every day, man. We're already bitter because we gotta go to work. You know? I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I might want to study some scriptures, study something else that I'm working on, right? You know, there's a lot to do out here, but this 9 to 5, man, I'm bitter because of that. I don't want to be bitter for what's going on in the truth, right? Let's get what you got? What you holding, man? Hebrews 3 and 12. Take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief and departing from the living God, the living power, which is our power, Yahweh. We are princes and princesses of that power, right? And we have a lot of people that unbelieve, a lot of unbelievers, man. But and these are the last days, you know, they could be unbelieving one, and you know how our people are. They're very viral, they're very clingy, they're very group thinky. It just has gotta be, you know, they just gotta see it, you know. And maybe it's gonna come when the Most High cracks that sky open and they know that, you know, they belong to that same tribe, you know, when they know, you know, it might be too late, but you never know. You know, or people's got and they need a sign. People need a sign, you know. But that's why you gotta come like a child. That's why you gotta come like a child, man, and have faith that so-called Jesus Christ, who is Yahweh in the Hebrew. Yeah, I know he's a black man. You gotta have faith that he is. It says it in Revelation. His feet's like brass. Who has woolly hair? You know, how can you get around that? You just gotta believe in what the scriptures say. You know, don't take me for it. You know, read it yourself and come to your own conclusion. Right? Right. So God created man in his own image. And in the image of God created he him, male and female. He created he them. Right? So there ain't no non-binary in there. Right? That's a pair, a male and a female. That's a, you know, it's like two sides of a battery, the plus side and the minus side, man. Right? There's no in between, man. All these perversions that our adversaries and the dominant society has on us, man. And he created us in our own image. And what was the dust of the ground? What was the dust of the ground that he formed Adam with? It was brown. And if you go deeper in it, it's like a ruddier brown, like a reddish brown. Do you understand? It becomes almost like clay a little bit, right? So we are so-called, you know, the Most High created so-called black and brown people. That's who Adam and Eve were, man. There were different shades of brown. Yeah, it wasn't white sand. It was not white sand. They were not at a beach. All right. They were not at a beach. It was white sand. And the land was fertile. And the land was probably fertile. Right. And when you see a fertile soil, it's a dark, deep, dark, beautiful, dark brown color. Right. And as you keep digging it up, don't you see a little bit of red in there? Right. A little reddish brown when you get deeper and deeper into the different layers of the earth. Right. So there goes color right there. Just to show you that we're the people of the book. Right. I got a little bit more. Oh, these are two perfect ones to close out on. Two perfect ones. I got to wind down. Right. Wind down. I know it's one I want to keep you. I know it's Friday. No, it's not Friday. We bringing out Friday energy to Wednesday though. That's what we is doing. But it's been a blast. But let's get Job 23 and 10, and I'll share my screen. Job 23 and 10, man. Yeah, because hey man, like I said, man, the most High blessing people too, but it's just something, it's something about, just the struggle though. Something about that struggle that the most High like. Something about it. Something about it, man. Something about it. I don't know. It's just a beautiful thing to his eyes. And I hate what he hates. You should hate what he hates. And I love what he loves. And if he loves the struggle, then darn it, I'm gonna love it too. And that's why I'm not gonna worry no more. I'm not gonna worry about tomorrow. I'm only gonna worry about today. Because I can only take care of things today. I can only keep the law, statutes, and commandments today. I can only be a good ambassador of Christ today and not tomorrow. So, Job 23. Job 23. Big Job, our ancestor Job, right here. He was tested too. He was tested too, man. Brother Job was, man. 23 and 10. Right. And what did he say, man? All those tests, but he knoweth, Job 23 and 10, but he knoweth the way that I take. And which way did he take, man? When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold. Man, we should be like Job, man. All of these trials and tribulations that we go through, and we're gonna come forth as gold, and even better than gold, man. We're gonna be God's back on earth again, man. We're gonna have that spirit on us again. We're gonna be clothed with immortality, man, with everlasting life, man. And these nations are gonna be under us. The first is gonna be last, and the last is gonna be first. Right. And everything's gonna be done in decency and order. There's not gonna be any more perversion on this earth. You understand? The laws is going to be written in us during that time. It's going to be beautiful. We got to wait for it. Right. Like Mother Bethia said, we got to have that patience. Right. I really don't know which attribute this is, but this is maybe just being hopeful. Right. Hopeful. Right. Faithful. Something along them lines. Right. And then the last one, and I'll close out, man. Beautiful class. The water for the participation, man. I love all of y'all. All praises to the Most High. And then this is Psalm 66, man. Psalm 66 and 10 again. 2 tens. Right. So we got gold and we got silver. Silver's cool too. Silver's all right. Psalm 66 and 10. For thou, O Yahweh, has proved us. Thou hast tried us as silver is tried, man. Because that's what he do. That's what he do. That's what he do, man. That's what he do, right? And let's read again. Oh, let's go down. There's more. Thou hast brought us into the net. Thou hast laid affliction upon our loins, man. Right? Verse 12, and thou hast caused men to ride over our heads, right? Because these nations we're going to ride over our heads, man. Shoot. These police is over our heads. These court systems is over our heads. right? These managers, these bosses over our heads, man. We went through, we going through fire and through water, man. Thou brought us in, but thou brought us onto a wealthy place, man. We're going back home, man. We're going back to the land of milk and honey, right? So this thing's not going to be void. Get all these attributes, put them in your arsenal, put them in your belt, right? Meditate on them, hold them dear, revisit the class. Let's keep it pushing, man. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep on fighting like our ancestors fought. Let's keep on fighting, man, like Joseph fought. Let's keep on fighting like David fought, until we make it. Because we're going to take that kingdom, right? And with that, I'm going to end the class, man. Kwame Yasharala, man. I hope y'all have a beautiful rest of your evening, right? Let me go back to the chat real quick. Yeah. Hold on. I got you. I'll do that one too. All right, DJ. Yeah. No more teaching after that, man. We're going to know the Most High. We're going to know the Most High so much that we're going to teach the other nations, but we're going to get that. We're going to get that. We're going to get that. Oh, let's close out with this. Let's close out with this. Shoot. So let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter, man. We just went over some beautiful precepts. We had some beautiful participation, right? So let's hear the whole conclusion of the matter, man. This is how we're going to make it up out of here. This is how we're going to be the men and the women that we striving to be every day. So let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right. And with that, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all back here, man. Saturday Q&A. Peace and love, family. And I'll see y'all in the chat, some of you too. But Tawada. All right. Oh, the water queen. All right, y'all. Shalom.